So this is where it all started, y'all. Who would ever have thought? This is where my passion for Lisa Benson started. We just wanted to show y'all where we went to school at. And that was 1975, maybe to 83. We left the school. That was the gym. That was Mr. Costin's gym. His name was Mr. Costin. Same bars on the window. That's crazy. Those bars are over 50 years old. I'm 54. So those bars are older than 54. That was the gym. This door is where we used to come out when we got released at 3:15. I remember. So many memories. This is the infamous schoolyard. It's probably about here. It's where you go into school. Because now they changed it up. You walk in here, and every day I stood over here. That tree right there. I would stand here with Ronald Montgomery. We would just be talking or whatever, and all the kids coming in the yard. And then here comes Lisa Benson. Here comes the butterflies in my stomach. And I would be standing at that tree right here. That tree is still here, which is crazy. The pavement still is uneven, just like it was back in the 70s and 80s. And then Lisa Benson would walk in. And my fluttering just started. I wouldn't even know what to say. And he would always say, just say something to her. I don't know what to say to her. I'm nervous now. That is crazy. That tree is still there. Wow.
When you think back to your school days, did you ever have any idea that he had those kind of feelings for you?
No idea at all.
Did you guys communicate much?
Not at all. We have memories of certain places and times where we were there together, but separate. One good example, we had a dance at a ballroom, and he described exactly what I had on. White ruffle socks, yellow ribbons in my hair, yellow dress. I remember all that, but I don't remember him.
They had a dance, I guess it was the 6th grade, like end of the year dance at a place called Wagner Ballroom, and everybody went. I remember Lisa came there and she hung out with my god sister Jennifer. I have memories of them standing in like a circle in the actual dance, and I remember a slow song was on, and she danced with a guy that I didn't like. So from that day on, he was just like my enemy, little did he know, because he was dancing with Lisa. And I just remember that day, just from like watching her. I remember what she had on. If I'm correct, she had like a canary yellow dress on. She had the little Mary Jane shoes with the little socks. Yeah, I remember that. And I was just like, wow, he dancing with my girl. Little did she know, or anybody knew. So yeah, it was real early on, the crush.
What was your reaction when you found out how long he had been holding on to the thought of you guys becoming one?
It was amazing. It reminded me of like watching a movie and you're watching two different segments and you're holding your breath throughout the movie saying, I hope they find each other. They keep passing each other. You're just looking forward to, wow, she just walked out the door and he just walked in.
Probably the day I saw her. That little young 12-year-old just was, she was different because she didn't talk a lot. So to me, that was like, wow, she don't talk a lot. I like that. Instead of being the girl that everybody know, she was the girl that people knew her, but she was just really quiet. So I took a liking to that. Might sound weird, but I liked it. So it was like first time I saw her, I noticed that she was real quiet, always had like a blank look on her face. And then to find out years later she had a lot going on in her life. Yeah.
It was definitely love at first sight. He came to my job and I came out to the parking lot and sat in the car and I felt nervous. My hands were sweaty. I thought he was gorgeous. I thought he was so attractive, and I'm not a physical person at all. I'm more mental. If you can keep my mental and emotional intact, you have me forever. But in that moment, I felt like a little giddy girl, like, oh my goodness. Look at him, and you know, we're older, so it was like, he has all his hair and he has all his teeth. It was, you know, weirdness like that. And I just felt the butterflies, and I just knew that it would go beyond the initial meeting.
Yeah, sometimes I would think about her, like just wondering where she at in life. Does she have kids? Is she married? Is she not married? But I always would say to myself, she probably somewhere still being her, and she's probably doing good because she was very intelligent. And I always knew that if she did have kids, she was an excellent mom.
Did Ronald ever tell you guys about the dollhouse over there and the significance of it? We were watching TV one day and I said to him, I miss having my Barbie dream house and my smaller home and gardens dollhouse. It's warming. It's a fond memory. So one day on my birthday, he said, can you take off from work? And I said, yes, I can take off from work. He says, I have to get a part for my car and I have to drive all the way to New York to get this water pump or something. And I said, sure, I'm going to record us and I'm going to capture the whole day, everything we say and do. And it wasn't a water pump for his car. It was the dollhouse that I missed. And I was just so surprised. It was very nostalgic. And he took me to Junior's Cheesecake Factory while we were out there. We made a day of it. But it's a fond memory that we plan to spend winter days in the house, working on and decorating it to match our actual home. A hobby that we can do together.
Oh, it was like I hit the lottery feeling. I was just so excited, and I couldn't believe it that somebody that was away from me so long was really that close by just going on Facebook, social media. So if I didn't like social media, it's Facebook I love just because it brought us together.
This wedding has been phenomenally planned, well thought out. We're exhausted, we're happy, we're tired, we're anxious. We have all these different emotions right now. And I hope when it all comes together, you guys can feel on our special day the love that we have for each other, the genuine love that we have for each other. And I'm hoping we'll have a